It's Week 11 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see Cole Kmet. He's coming off a nice week. 117 yards in that one. It's the Bears and the Lions, next on EA Sports.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. Things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point, but boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. In season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Right to the air, here is Goff. Able to shake, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Dominique Robinson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. There'll be a pickup at 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you're not looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and 1.
Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit 1st down. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Goff on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Throwing again is Goff. And now another one thrown incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And Brandon, I think from where they started, The initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Yeah, they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The Bears at 500, sitting at 5-5. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. That's what they play really well here.
We talk about this Lions defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack, and they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? That was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Play action. It's Fields. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Goodson. And down to the 36-yard line here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. They know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. They knew what he was doing, called another run, and then they got 3rd and short.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Well, here we go on 4th down, Fields. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught.
That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown Bears. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Gone. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, here's Fields. Flushed out right. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards. A shotgun snap. Fields. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Here's Fields now on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tyler Goodson from 3 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
54 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Credit Jalen Johnson, normally shutting down throwing lanes, but there he shut down that play in the backfield. To throw is gone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Goff. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Levi Onwuzurike. Never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of sack. Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Back to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. They'll go again with Gibbs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd, gone. And that is incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, 56 yards. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. But Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. On 1st and 10, Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Here's Goff. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. The final shot before break here. Goff. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Fields trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. On second down, here's Gibbs. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3rd and long. It's Goff. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So that Charles a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is what we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Fields on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Up the middle they go. Goodson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Here's Fields. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace players.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he had over 80% of his passes. This week he's down around 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this time.
Well, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots it.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're going to go. It's Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. Gibbs straight ahead. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off play action. Here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Following the fumble recovery, Fields in trouble, and he's taken down. Levi Onwuzurike able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Goff. That's complete to Laporta. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. Out of the gun, Goff. And that's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bears offense ready to get going again. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got him in. Complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 39 yards there. A big one.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with it. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back now at Ford Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Fields now to throw. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago.
A great play there. 28 yards.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. 81 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Now Goff.
Slant pass. He's got Reynolds.
4 yards the pickup. First down. Goff now looking to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I'm trying to find Jamison Williams.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Goff. Throw to St. Brown. Complete on the left side.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
From the gun, here's Goff.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. Still going.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
To throw is Fields.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
There he goes again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
53 yards.
And the Bears look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Santos with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
To throw is Goff.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 3rd and 2. Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To the air again. Goff.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Goff. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
And he's going to go down again. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, a 12-yard touchdown run. And on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. Oh, some strong running. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. To throw on second down is gone. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Throwing on third. Gone. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Here's Jones. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. The Chicago offense set to get started. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Fields on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. Touchdown. Tyler Goodson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. One last throw here for Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort